Oh, this looks like it's gonna be so good. So let's try it. Oh my god. Hey guys, so today I'm showing you how I made this delicious chicken burrito. It's so good, alright? And of course I pair it with some Consome, and it's so easy to make. So let's get started with the recipe. Alright guys, so I'm gonna start by pat drying my chicken. I'm using chicken breast, boneless chicken breast. For this recipe, you could also use boneless chicken thighs. And all I did to the chicken breast was I cleaned it, washed it, and I sliced one whole chicken breast in two. Alright? Down the middle. So yeah, I'm using 3 chicken breasts and I just sliced them in half. Okay, so now I'm seasoning. I'm gonna season the chicken breast, and the seasonings I'm using to season up the chicken breast is salt, some onion powder, a little bit of chili powder, paprika, ground cloves just a little bit, not too much, some cinnamon powder, some garlic powder, some ground cumin, and black pepper. Alright, so I just mixed all of the seasonings in this bowl, and I'm gonna season up the chicken breast on both sides. So as usual, I will list the ingredients used and measurements in the description box down below for you guys. Also, you can reserve some of the seasonings, and we're going to use it in our sauce, okay? So you could leave this, let it marinate for about 1 hour, and then start cooking. Alright, so this bowl is going to be for it's going in right after I put the chicken in the pot. So this is fresh parsley, some minced garlic, some fresh thyme leaves, and some diced onion. This plate is gonna be for the rice I'm making for the burrito. So there's some fresh thyme, some garlic, minced, some diced onions, and some fresh parsley chopped up. I just chopped all of my veggies in the beginning so I don't have to do it while I'm cooking, right? So it saves time. So this one was for the rice. The first one was for the chicken right after I put it to sear in the pot, and this is gonna be to make the chili puree that we're gonna make, which also goes into the chicken. All right, here I have some dried chili peppers, and I'll show you which one I'm using because I don't know if I'm pronouncing the name right, but this is it, right? Chili Guajillo peppers. So I got this in the supermarket where they usually have like the dried seasoning packets. Yeah. So you're gonna be using some dried chili peppers, red chili peppers, some onions that I chopped up, and then some minced garlic. And I'm gonna put that in a blender or a NutriBullet and blend it up. Okay. So yeah. Alright guys, so I'm gonna start first by blending up the chili paste. So in here I'm gonna add the chili peppers in here with the onion and garlic. Okay, so to that I'm also gonna add in some chipotle peppers and adobo sauce, and I'm adding in about 3 of those peppers. And I'm adding in a little bit of water in there to help it blend. And now I'm just gonna blend that up, and I'll be back. Okay, and I'm finished blending it. So once you have a nice smooth paste like that, just set it aside until we're ready for it. Okay, so time to start cooking the chicken. So I'm using a large pan, and I'm adding in a little bit of oil to coat the bottom of the pan to start pan searing the chicken a little bit. Okay, so next I'm just gonna place the chicken in the pan, and I'm just looking to get a nice brown color on both sides of the chicken. So about 2 to 3 minutes on each side. And don't overcrowd the pan too much. If all the chicken can't hold, you could pan sear it in batches. Okay. And I have my heat on medium-high heat. Alright guys, so once it starts getting a little brown, I'm going to flip it, because also remember that chicken breast doesn't take that long to cook. So once it gets a little brown like this, you can flip it to the other side. Okay? Okay, and as you can see, the other side has a nice brown color to it as well. So yeah. So now what I'm gonna do is, if the pot has too much oil, you can throw a little bit of the oil, but nice is okay. I can work with what's in there. So now I'm gonna add in the plate with the sprigs of thyme, not chopped up. You can chop it up if you like. And parsley, fresh parsley, minced garlic, and some diced up onions. And I'm gonna add it straight into the pot with my chicken. And I'm just gonna give that a stir and mix the veggies with the chicken in the pot. And I'm just gonna leave that, let it cook for about a minute or two, so the onion and other veggies can start to soften and release its flavor. So now I'm gonna add in the blended peppers. Okay, and when I start to add the water, I'm gonna add my water in here and then add it into the chicken, because no need to waste all of that good blended stuff in the blender. Alright, so add the red peppers, and I'm also gonna add in the remaining seasonings now from what we had left over, and just give that a mix. Mix everything together. So now I'm starting to add in my water. You want to add enough water in the pot to have enough for the sauce. Okay, so now just give that a stir to mix everything together so that everything is very well blended. And now I'm going to add in a few bay leaves and also some chicken bouillon cubes or powder, whatever you have on hand. So I'm adding about 2 to 3, and mix that into the sauce. And in a little while, I'm gonna taste the sauce and see if I need to adjust any of my other seasonings. So like, I might need to add some salt, black pepper, or any of the seasonings we used earlier. Okay, I'm gonna taste the sauce and see if I need to adjust anything. Tastes good, yummy. I'm only gonna add a little bit of salt because it tastes pretty good and perfectly seasoned. Alright, so now I'm just gonna cover the pot and I'm gonna let it come to a boil. And once it starts boiling, I'm gonna turn my heat down to like medium-low heat. Let it take its time and cook until the chicken is tender, soft, and can shred it or chop it up. It smells so good. Yummy, yummy, yum. Yum. Alright guys, so while the little chicken is cooking, I'm gonna start making my rice. So this is my pan. So I'm gonna start by adding a little bit of oil in my pot. Then I'm adding in the veggies I showed you earlier. So it's fresh thyme, minced garlic, diced onions, fresh parsley. I also like to add pimento peppers in my rice and peas. rice and beans, but I don't have any today, so I have to do it out. Just give that a stir and let it cook for about 2 minutes. You want it to start to caramelize just a little, don't burn it, and also start to soften so it releases all its good flavor. Alright, so now I'm gonna start adding in my rice. And just mix it into the veggies, give it a good stir so that the rice is coated with the oil. You can let the rice cook for about a minute or so, let it toast just a little. And then I'm gonna add in my peas or my beans, whichever one you like to use. I like to use pigeon peas and sometimes small red beans. Alright, you don't have to use canned beans. You could like cook your fresh beans and then add it in. It's up to you. So add that in there and just mix it. So next I'm adding in coconut milk. So I added in some coconut milk and I'm just gonna mix that together with the rice and beans. I have my heat on high heat, medium to high heat. And now I'm adding in some water. So altogether for 2 cups of rice I add about 3 cups of liquid, okay? That's including the coconut milk. I'm gonna season the rice with some adobo all-purpose seasoning. You could also use chicken bouillon powder, and I'm adding in a good bit. I'm also gonna add in a little bit of salt and just give that a mix. Okay, and I'm gonna cover my pot and let it come to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, I'm gonna turn the heat down to extremely low heat. I just want it to come to a boil first before I turn it down. So right now my heat is on very high. Okay, so it's boiling now. So I'm just gonna give it one last stir. And then I'm gonna turn my heat down to extremely low heat, cover it back, and let it take its time and steam and cook until the rice is tender, soft, and all the liquid is absorbed. So my chicken is finished cooking. It's soft and it's fully cooked all through. Okay, let's see if I can show you guys a piece. It took about 30 minutes to cook, or 30 minutes or so. So I'm just gonna remove all of the chicken from the sauce. Also, I'm removing any bay leaves and the thyme, the sprigs of thyme from the sauce also that I see. So I removed the chicken. So here's the chicken. I'm just gonna place it on my cutting board and I'm gonna chop. You could chop it or shred it. I'm just gonna shred it up and then we'll move on to the next step. Alright guys, so my rice is finished cooking. Alright, so I'm gonna turn off my stove and I'm just gonna let it sit for a few minutes. So now I'm gonna separate this in about half, some for my burritos and some goes back into that sauce. Not much because I want to have more burritos than the sauce, so save a lot of chicken for the burrito. Put some back into the sauce and just mix it, okay? And that's it for the consomme, you guys. Hey guys, so now I'm gonna pour some of my chicken consomme. Alright. And now I'm gonna add some of my shredded chicken into there. And that's it for the sauce. Alright guys, so now I'm gonna add some chicken in my burrito. And here's my rice. The rice smells so good. It smells so delicious. So now I'm gonna add some rice. I'm gonna take a little bit of my Consome, my sauce, and I'm drizzling it on my rice. This is totally optional. Just a little bit. And then here I have some fire roasted green chili. I bought it. It came in this can, a Goya diced green chili fire roasted. I'm gonna add a little bit of that. Not much. Okay. And then I have some diced onions. You could use red onion, but I'm out. Some fresh cilantro and green scallions. And lastly, I'm gonna add some shredded cheese. So I'm using a Mexican blend 4 cheese, okay? Hope you guys see that. Mexican blend 4 cheese. And I'm just gonna put it on top of my burrito. Okay, so I'm just gonna sprinkle some on top. Like that. Yummy, that looks so good. Oh my god, that looks so good. Make it nice and cheesy. Alright, that looks so good. Alright guys, so now it's just time to fold it. I'm no pro at folding burritos, so I'm just gonna do my best. Alright. I'm gonna place it on a baking sheet and bake it in the oven just to get the cheese nice and melted. So I'm gonna bake it for a few minutes, like maybe 5 minutes. Guys, so my burrito is finished in the oven, so let's cut, see what it looks like. Like, yummy, yum, yum, so good. Yum. Oh God, wander. Yummy. Alright guys, so what I'm gonna do now is, remember that sauce, the Consome we poured in the bowl earlier? Here it is. So what you can do with the sauce is add some of that diced onions and the scallion and fresh parsley. Alright, and here's the soup. And now I'm just gonna take my burrito and dip it into the sauce. Just gonna dip it. Look at that. Wait to buy. Oh, this looks like it's gonna be so good. So let's try it. Oh my god. Yo, that tastes so good. You guys ever try something so good you just want to do a dance? That's how I feel right now. You guys have to try this recipe. Oh my god. Yep. Want a bite, Aya? Yeah. Here we go.
If you don't know who's talking, this is my mom.
Yeah, you guys, that's it for today's recipe on these delicious burritos. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Hope you guys like the recipe. Bye.